According to Meghan Markle, in a recent outburst to help promote her latest, endeavour for television, As Ever with Love Meghan for Netflix and other different things, she decided to share with her, 4 million plus fans on Instagram, little tricks that you can do, particularly if your children are going back to school, like popping a note in or a little trinket that may make them smile or something special in their lunchbox. Remember though, Meghan didn't know if lunchboxes were still a thing when she got them from Billie Eilish, remember that? So again, full of contradictions. And it's interesting, isn't it, to see that as Meghan Markle pushes forward to try and basically make the public see her as a new character, a new entrepreneur, supermom, doing everything but the school run, picking the children up, meanwhile still advertising for a nanny to join the remaining 4. Well, how easy is it to believe this particular idea that now apparently Harry has to deliver as and when and if he ever gets to see his father, His Majesty the King? As ever, let me explain. Morning, nice to see you, chums. A nice big red London bus there. I hope you're all keeping well. It does look like they're coming towards you, doesn't it? But trust me, they're not. I think it must be just the camera angle, because I know many of you have said this before. Be careful. That's the Oxford Tube. Very good, that. A brilliant service, let me tell you, absolutely brilliant service, and a lovely ride too if you like bus riding, you know what I mean? Absolutely. I'm not an ambassador, I just share, you know what I mean? I just like to be able to say, it's a little bit like Meghan Markle. Meghan likes to share, right? Oh yes, doesn't she? And here's where this gets interesting, because as I say, she recently decided to share all those bon mots about what you should do with the children. Now Harry has decided to return back here to the United Kingdom without his children, right? So, he's that keen a father that, his own father hasn't seen his children, probably never met Lilibet. I mean, that farce that, they came up with the thing of, the Queen trotting up and down with the picture, absolute pack of lies, but we all knew that. I pointed that out years ago, and of course everybody still wanted to trot it out because that's the story that the mainstream media wanted you to believe. If they had a picture with the Queen, Lilibet, that would have been used right now. Just as, of course, Archie kissing the picture of Harry's mother in the Netflix series. Yeah, understand what I'm saying? Now, here's where this gets interesting, because according to a very well-placed source, Harry's come armed with gifts. Thankfully, though, they are not the gifts that one might think, yes. Not the jams or the crepes or the As Ever wine, from Meghan's own exclusive range, not available via Netflix, you get the picture, or even flower sprinkles. But according to a source, on a more serious note, Harry has come along with brand new pictures, including video messages for his father, His Majesty the King, and the Prince and Princess of Wales. Now, think about this. This is very similar to exactly what Prince George did very cutely when he asked David Attenborough, the very much respected David Attenborough, about trees and flowers and the world and stuff. It was very cute. I think when George looks back on that in years to come, he think, wow, what a nice thing to be able to ask somebody like that. But here's where it gets interesting, because Harry, as you know, cannot contact his father. His father doesn't have a mobile, so he has to go through courtiers. But he has let it be known, and this is from an excellent source of mine, 100% excellent source. And this is where it gets interesting, because you can understand, on a more serious note, I can understand that Harry would want to share pictures and messages and all that sort of stuff. Wouldn't it have been far better to have brought one of your own children, perhaps your eldest son at this point, coming up nearly 6 now, and just simply say, well, look, we're in town, would you like to meet us? Anytime, any place that you like, let's just move things forward. But Meghan won't allow it. And as many people realise and know, Meghan really just wants not just an apology, but she has to be there also at that initial meeting. So each and every time that you see Harry returning back here to the United Kingdom alone, make note of the fact that that particular endeavour, that particular photo opportunity is not happening without Meghan in the picture. And there lies your problem, because, they can tease this in the mainstream media all that they want. But the true story is that Harry, get this, Harry would like to bring his children, but he's too terrified to say to his wife, I think it's a good time now to let me do this. So for now, whenever His Majesty the King gets to see his youngest son, he'll have to make do like the rest of us. Perhaps a few pictures from the back of the head, or indeed a full front video message. It's a developing story. When I know more, you'll know more. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.